coach are looking at each other saying, maybe we need to get to the stadium just a little bit earlier next time.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Play fake. Cousins. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Throwing is Cousins. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The sack there by Chubb. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Back to throw. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A first carry for the rookie from Georgia. It's James Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on 3rd down. That's into the hands of Fulton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 1st down, Lawrence. And going deep for Hill. They've got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. We're going to run this, we're going to stop it. And we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And some room to maneuver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. 20! And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 15. It's a gain of 34. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Throw left side on target to Thielen. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Give to Cook out of the gun. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Cousins. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. First and 10 upcoming. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Lawrence. And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. The Dolphins at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Lawrence. Open man is Fortson. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Here's Lawrence to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Finding space at the 40. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It was great just to see Danielle Hunter back on the field after missing all of 2020 with a neck injury. When he's on top of his game, book him for the Pro Bowl, and he'll always be contending for All-Pro status.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Christian Kirk from 19 yards away as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go play action with Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Lawrence will throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a South Florida native, Patrick Peterson. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go play action. Cousins. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Past the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Play fake. Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking on the midfield logo. Call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Off the play fake, Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Play action now, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. From 21 yards away. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. On 1st down, Lawrence swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he is going to lose yardage here. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Again, it's Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the special teams penalty costs some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they work this out past the 25. Cook getting the call there on 1st down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He'll fire it deep for Rager. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Igbinoghene elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now Lawrence. Cook makes the catch on the out route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. These guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Cousins throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Cousins on first down. Rolling to his right. It's complete to Cook. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 35 yards. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And going deep for Hill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. On play action, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 66 yards. And the Vikings use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Joseph now to have the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Cook again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down. In motion, Hill. From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll dump this off to Cook. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. That's into the hands of Fortson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Here's Lawrence. Open man is Fortson. He's got it. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Throwing now, Lawrence. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it. That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
back to throw. And it's caught. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked by Cameron Bynum, and the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now Cousins. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate? And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by a South Florida native, Patrick Peterson. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though,